Alright, so I found out that the cheapest battery packs around now are these new Dewalt 20 volt max 3 amp hour packs. They use a Sanyo W2 cell, which is rated at 17 amps, so two of them in parallel would be a 32 amp draw that these could handle. They're cheap batteries, and so they seem to be nice, so I'm going to find out. I got one in the mail today. I'll be getting 3 to maybe 5 more. I might get 6 total. But let's dissect it and see what we get. The first thing I do is you gotta flip this pack over, and you realize that it's got tamper-proof Torx, and I don't have a tamper-proof thing, so what I do is I break that little nub off inside the tamper-proof with a small screwdriver, a little flathead that fits right inside the star, and then you just turn it and it pops that little tamper-proof nub off inside of there. After that, you can just use a standard Torque and put it in your little 1/4 inch drive screwdriver and go. So let's open it up, see what we get. This is what you get. This was actually sat in a little bit. It was actually a pain in the butt to get it to pop out of its shell, and the best thing I found to do in the end was to just clamp a set of pliers right onto this big plastic mold square rectangular thing in the center. Just clamp on and yank, and the whole pack just pulled right out, and that's what you get. So it's just typical 10 cells of 18650, and I'm going to dissect it and put it into a formation that I want and get ready with. So let's take it apart. Alright, the next step was to disassemble the top terminals and the stock DeWalt board, because I don't want any of that. So I just snipped some of the wires, and I took a Dremel tool and cut all of those metal balance leads, and I'm left with nothing but one last lead holding it in place. So I'm going to snip that off, and I'm going to get the top of this pack cleared up. You can't actually pull these cells from the pack the way that they're built, because they're kind of tab welded right into the plastic molding, which is different from the Makita packs I'm used to. So it's going to be a little more of a pain, but I guess the cells are going to stay protected because they have to stay in that plastic molding. So I'm just going to kind of clean them up and shave up all the stuff on the top that I don't need off, so I can kind of couple the packs together. So let's see how that comes out. Alright, now here's where I'm at now. I got everything else taken off. I cut all of the steel wiring. That stuff was just awful. If you tried cutting it with wire strippers or cutting scissors, you'll just damage them. So you gotta be careful. You gotta use like probably some heavy duty diagonal cutters for that, but I don't have any with me right now, so I was using my Dremel cutoff wheel. But this is what the pack's sitting with now. You just got positive and negative sticking out off the tops. Alright, cool. 2 more packs came in the mail. I got 3 more coming, so I'm gonna have 6 total. And I also got these cool little DC circuit breakers. They're rated at 80 volts, 50 amps. They're 2-pole, so I'm going to be able to make a 15 cell pack out of these and use one of these 2-pole breakers to split it from 5 cell to 15 cell. So let's see how that comes out. Let's pull these packs apart and get ready to put them in series. Alright, I have the first one pulled apart. These things are really easy to disassemble. Much easier than some of the other packs I've worked with, especially easier than those laptop cells. Those were a pain in the butt. But it only took me about 3 or 4 minutes to pull this apart and, Dremel off those 5 terminals, and that's about it. I'm going to put this one on charge, disassemble this one, and then we'll be good to go. 5 minutes later, we have them all done. The other one's charging. This is the one I did first, and here's the third one. So all we gotta do is top them off, and then we can parallel them or put them in series. I have to wait till I get the other 3, so let's wait and see what we get.